What's up, guys? It's Casey here with BWADEPICKS, and I've got some free picks for NFL Sunday for you guys. I'm excited to break these plays down for you. But before we jump into the plays, I just want to remind everyone this is sports betting. It's never guaranteed. These are just the picks that I like, and I'm going to walk you through my analysis on why I'm riding with them and why I'm putting my own money behind these plays. So let's get into it, guys. Recapping YouTube's last free pick video, we went 1 for 4, so not a great slate on the YouTube free picks from the last video. Hopefully we can bounce back on that for NFL Sunday. Now, if we look here, we've been giving out props on X, and so if you're following us over on Twitter, yesterday we swept, hit 3 for 3 on our props, had Maxey over 3.5 rebounds, Jalen for under 14.5 points, and Ryan Rollins for over 20.5 points and assists. If you're following us on Twitter, we just started doing giveaways and stuff, so like yesterday, this was a free $25 to somebody that likes and follows us if we swept, and we did sweep, so we sent out $25 to somebody that liked that. So another good way to just get in on these giveaways and things like that. The day before, we also did a VIP giveaway, so whoever guessed closest to Drake May's passing yards received a free week in VIP. So just something fun for you guys to do, a little bit more interaction. So if you're not following us on Twitter yet, go ahead, drop us a follow. Yesterday, we also gave out a game pick. We had Clemson. This was a VIP play. We gave this out for free. We had Clemson on the spread +3, and they were an outright winner by a point. VIP also had them to win for half a unit. So speaking of giveaways, something BWADE likes to do on this channel, he's been doing for probably over a year now, is just kind of give back to the community. We have a Justin Jefferson autographed jersey up for grabs this month. All you have to do to get entered into the drawing is subscribe to the channel, comment on this video, and like this video. We will pick a winner at the end of the month and ship it out completely for free. So super sick Justin Jefferson auto jersey. Last month we gave out Baker Mayfield. We had 2 jerseys given out, and then the month before I believe was Justin Herbert. So another sick jersey for the month of November. Now, recapping VIP. If VIP is something you're looking to get into, you want more picks, more ways to increase your bankroll over time, we have been absolutely dominating VIP. I believe over the past week we're up over 13 or over 12 units, so almost 13 units in a week. And you can see here yesterday, this was from yesterday, we went 7-5 on our spread picks. So we give out spreads, totals, money lines, and props, okay? So yesterday, not a good day for our props, but we still came out with almost 2 units in profit on the day. So if VIP is something you guys want to give a try, you can get a free week if you sign up for any of these apps using our code, and then just DM a screenshot on Instagram. We're going to lock you in for a free week of VIP so you can start getting these plays as well. Or you can use code NBA, and that's going to get you 80% off your first week in VIP. So 2 super simple ways that you can sign up for VIP if that's something you're into as well. Now we're going to dive right into the plays. First up, we're taking Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt for over 8.5 rushing attempts. So if we look at his stats, we can see over the season he's hitting this at 70%. His last 10, he's also hitting this at 70%, and his last 5, 100% of the time. Away games, he's at 60%. So going at his chart here, we can see he's well over his 8.5 rushing attempts line, which is what we're looking at. So recent performance, he's been extremely reliable and hitting the mark a lot lately, going over 8.5 rushing attempts 100% of his last 5 games, as we just seen on the chart. Over the entire season, he's averaging 10.5 rushing attempts, and he's hit this line over 70% of his games. And away, when he's playing on the road, where the Commanders are the visitor in the international game, his volume remains high. In 5 games this season, he's averaging 9.4 attempts, hitting the over 60% of the time. So, despite the Commanders' overall struggles, the team's offensive philosophy and the current injury situation point toward a continued reliance on the run game. So that kind of fits where our game script is going. The Miami Dolphins present a highly favorable matchup for running backs, which is critical for this pick. So you got defense versus position rank. The Dolphins' defense is ranked 25th against rushing attempts. So this means they are among the bottom third in the league in limiting carries to opposing running backs. So he should see plenty of opportunity. Now you got team run defense metrics. Miami's defense unit struggles significantly against the run, ranking poorly across several metrics. Carries allowed per game, ranked 24th. Rushing yards allowed, 26th. And yards per carry allowed, ranked 28th. So they are completely inability to stop the run or limit opposing carries, which create a perfect opportunity for Merritt to go over his attempts line. Now, our next pick, we're looking at DJ Moore over 41.5 receiving yards. Now, if we look at DJ Moore's stats as well, versus this opponent, he's hit this 100% of the time. Away, 80%. Over his last 5, 80%. His last 10, 70%. His last 20, 80%. And this season, 60%, 67%. So his season average is 44.78 receiving yards per game across 9 games, which is already above our 41.5. He's hit this line over in 66% of his games this season. So 6 out of 9 games he's hit this on. 80% in his last 5 games. He's averaging 46 yards during that stretch. And then back even further, 70% of his last 10 games and 80 of his last 20. So Road Warrior status, when playing away from home, he's been even more productive, hitting the over in 80% of his 5 away games this season. So he's averaging 54.2 yards in away games this season. And head-to-head against the Vikings this season, Moore has easily cleared this total, posting up 68 receiving yards. So he's got a 100% hit rate against the Vikings in 2025. Now, pass defense efficiency, the Minnesota Vikings defense ranks poorly in several key passing metrics, suggesting they struggle to limit yardage once the ball is in the air. So pass attempts allowed, they rank 28th. Yards per reception allowed, they're ranked 26th. And completions percentage allowed, they're ranked 22nd. Now, we're placing this on Underdog. Right now, Underdog used to be play 5, get 50. We've been working with them to come out with a better promo for new users, and we talked them into getting up to $100. So play 5, get 100 using code BWADE. Super sick sign-up bonus. Take advantage of that and lock that in on Underdog. Now, our next play, we're looking at Noah Fant over 24.5 receiving yards. Now, if we look at his stats, going against the opponent, he's cleared this 100% of the time as well. In away games, 80% of the time. His last 5, 100%. His last 10, 100%. His last 20, 75%. And this season, he's hit this in every game so far. So he's been remarkably consistent clearing this yardage total, demonstrating a high floor that makes the over a strong play. His season average, he's averaging 31 receiving yards per game across 7 games, which is comfortably above our 24.5 line that we got on Underdog. He's hit this 100% of his last 5 games, averaging 33.2 yards during that stretch. And looking back further, he's hit the over 100% of his last 10 games, averaging 37.6 yards. Matchup history. So in one of his previous matchups against the Steelers in 2025, he posted 44 receiving yards, giving him a 100% hit rate as well. And playing as a visitor, he's maintained his high floor, hitting the over 100% of his 3 visitor games. 3 visitor games this season, averaging 26.33 yards. Now, the Steelers' defense presents one of the most favorable matchups for him in the league for opposing passing games, particularly volume receivers like Fant. So, defense versus position rank, the Steelers' defense ranks 25th against tight end position for receiving yards. This places them in the bottom third of the league. The Steelers' struggle against the pass are severe across the board. So, they rank 32nd, which is worst in the league, in both passing yards allowed and receptions allowed. And they rank 23rd in yards per pass attempt allowed. So they give up chunk plays. The Bengals, who rank 3rd in the league in pass attempts per game, should attack this vulnerable secondary, and Fant is positioned to benefit from the high volume and poor coverage from Pittsburgh. We're looking at Ricky Pearsall for over 40.5 receiving yards. Now, if we look at Pearsall's stats against this opponent, he's also hit this 100% of the time over his last 5 100%. This season, so far, 100%. Away games, 67, and last 10, 60%. So his season average versus the line we're looking for, he's averaging 81 receiving yards per game across his 4 games played this season. That's more than double what the line we're getting, which is 40.5 on Underdog. His recent performance hit rate is consistent, and he clears this mark flawlessly. He's hit the over 40.5 and 100% of his last 5 games, averaging 79.2 yards during that stretch. For the entire 2025 season, the 4 games, he has hit the over 40.5 and 100% of those games as well. He has already faced the Cardinals once this season and dominated, posting up 117 receiving yards in that game. So that's 100% against this team already. When playing as a visitor, Pearsall has maintained high production, averaging 82 yards in 2 away games this season, so he's also hitting that 100% of the time. Defense versus position rank, the Cardinals' defense ranked 21st in the league against the wide receiver position for receiving yards, so this places them at the bottom third of the NFL, indicating they struggle to limit yardage to opposing wideouts. Pearsall's elite efficiency is not just getting volume, he is highly efficient with his targets, which is critical against a weaker secondary. So just looking at these charts and looking at what Pearsall is already capable of, he's posed for a high yardage outing once again. Now that's going to be our second lineup. So your slip should look just like this. And we're placing these through Underdog. So guys, that's our NFL Sunday free plays. I hope everybody has a great day and good luck with all your picks. And let's make some fucking bread.